Joining us now, someone who certainly has an opinion, I'm sure, about where BYU should land in the Power 5 conversation. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, we welcome in BYU women's soccer assistant coach, 4-time All-American, and former U.S. national team member, Aleisha Rose. Aleisha, welcome to Studio B.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You made 11 appearances with the U.S. national team, 9 starts. So with that backdrop, how invested are you into what's happening on the field with the U.S. national team right now?
Pretty excited, especially because there's a few girls that I used to play with. So that's kind of fun watching Hope. She's obviously the best goalkeeper in the world. So just seeing her be successful, I think she's great. Just have respect for her and also a few of the other players. So, of course, when I'm watching the game, there's definitely some excitement for them and just for our country, too. So.
Are you yelling at the TV and stuff? I can't picture that. I'm just seeing sweet Aleisha Rose over here. But are you yelling at the TV?
Sometimes I do get a little frustrated.
That is kind of hard to imagine. You know, you got a nice soft voice and you know, sweet. We were talking earlier. And, yeah, how what do you do when you get mad? Do you just, like, stomp around?
Just throw a little tantrum. No. I don't know. I don't know. I just get frustrated. Everyone gets frustrated. Just imagine being frustrated.
Certainly. Yeah. I want to know what your angry mode is, though, like when you're coaching your players. Like, is there an angry mode for you?
Like, do you, like, pound the desk? Or, do you kick the ball somewhere? Or
I think everyone has a different style. And, honestly, I try to stay positive. Think positive, find positive ways to encourage the girls, how our team, what can we do to be better? So try to problem solve. So honestly, I do have emotions and negative emotions, but I try to just bring out the positive ones. There's a time and a place to let out the negative ones, and I try not to, when I can have a positive effect on the girls. So
we're just giving you a hard time because ultimately you're like, hey, remember how I made 9 starts for the U.S. national team? You guys need to just shut your mouth.
catch people
you need
off
to shut your mouth right now.
I just lead them to believe that I'm sweet and innocent, and then I'll come out and,
It's like a Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, Aleisha Rose with us, current BYU women's soccer assistant coach and a former 4-time All-American while she played at BYU. Also played in 11 games for the U.S. national team. When did you decide, because it ended early, I mean, you were still young and had a lot of playing potential. When did you decide, like, you know what, I'm done with soccer? And why?
So I think I was 19 still, so I was still pretty young. But I had played a lot with the national team and with the youth national teams. I don't know, it was just a feeling that I got, and everyone thinks that I was kind of crazy, which I guess I had to be a little bit. But I don't know, it's just a feeling that I was like, I think I should be going, on a different course. And now seeing where I am, like coaching and being a part of BYU soccer and the timing of when I could start coaching, like it totally makes sense to me. I get to be a part of an amazing program, a part of such amazing girls in a university, and I can do this for a long time. I mean, you'd want to play forever, but
tough to do that.
You can't. And so coaching I can do for a long time, and I feel like I can still be a part of something I'm so passionate. So, I don't know, it's just a feeling. It just made sense to me.
Do you ever think with your success that you had in your earlier ages, how good or great you could have become playing with former teammates like Hope?
I don't know. I feel like, looking back, I feel like I had a great experience, and I got to travel some cool places. I got to play in front of some great crowds, and I got to represent my country. So I feel like I still had those opportunities to show what I could do on the field. It just maybe was a little bit shorter, but I feel like I still got to live a dream. I was still, competing for our country, and not very many people get to do that. So.
Well, you were honored by the honored by the West Coast Conference recently, named to their Hall of Fame, and you've done some great things coaching at BYU. And this is the career path that you've chosen. Clearly, you like it and you enjoy it, and they're lucky to have you. And I know Jen Rockwood would be the first person to admit that, as well as your colleague Chris Watkins. But what are your coaching aspirations as you continue along this path?
I am in a perfect spot right now. Jen and Chris, they have been so awesome giving me this opportunity, and they have such a successful program. I feel like I've learned so much over the past 10 years trying to coach. And I just want to continue that, just be the best assistant I can be for Jen, do whatever she needs to make her life and her job easier, and that's kind of all I'm thinking. Just trying to help the girls be their best.
Do you ever think in the future, hey, I could see myself being a head coach somewhere someday? Or do you ever say, I don't want that stress or that pressure. I'm cool kind of being behind the scenes as a assistant.
I think I just take it a day at a time, and I love where I'm at right now, and I'm not looking for anything to change. And so I just take it a day at a time. I love coaching, though. I'm passionate about coaching. I love BYU, the athletic department. So I have no reason to want to go anywhere else, though.
Okay, before we continue on with the questions about from your coaching perspective and specific player personnel, I do want to ask this: when do you just become Aleisha Rose and not Aleisha Kramer Rose, or do you prefer Aleisha Kramer Rose to Aleisha Rose? This is a BYU thing.
Yeah, I think I'm just like Aleisha Rose now.
Right. When did that stop? Like when did because you were announced as I've watched games back in the day, like it's Aleisha Kramer Rose. Like when were you like, I just want to be Aleisha Rose?
The day I married my husband.
Okay.
I just love the last name Rose. And his family's awesome. My family's awesome. But Rose and Kramer, I mean, Rose is really like a girl's dream for their last name, you know?
That kind of is. So but when you were playing, you got married. Did you want to keep, your last name just because of your brand and what you have accomplished up until that point?
I don't want to show disrespect for my family. So I love my dad and our last name Kramer. But honestly, I was totally fine with just being Aleisha Rose. But if people didn't know me as Aleisha Rose, if they needed to use Kramer so people are like, who is she? Then that's, I don't care. Whatever.
You might be the nicest guest that we've ever had.
Yeah, I think so.
Like you're right up there. Like in terms of just like super nice person.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Oh, sure. But I'm not that way on the soccer field. I'm just warning you.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Okay, I do want to ask you about Ashley Hatch. When I watch her play on the field, and I've been watching the U.S. Women closely in the World Cup, she looks like a couple of the players that the U.S. women's national teams has. And I don't want to throw out names, because I don't want to put any pressure on her. But with Ashley's skill set and the way that she looks when she plays, having trained with the lower age U.S. national team, what do you see for her in the future? Is she a player that could compete at that next level?
I definitely think so, especially as she's given more opportunities to become more confident in that setting. But the girl can get her shot off like no one I've seen. She's remarkable. Both feet. She's got a crazy shot with both feet. Amazing 1v1 attacker. Understands the game. A great passer. A great finisher. She's feisty on defense. When I think of Ashley, I think she's like the complete player. So I have so much respect for her. She has such a high work rate, She's always staying after, doing extra things to get better. She's not content with where she is. And those are the people that are the best in the world, the ones that aren't content with where they are and that they're always reaching for something higher. And she's got those qualities.
Well, we're looking forward to watching Ashley and the BYU women's soccer team kick off the season. I believe the first game is Arizona on August 15th. 6 Pac-12 teams, 3-time defending West Coast Conference champion BYU. We talk about 68 days away from football, Brian.
Yep.
We are, 50 days away from women's soccer getting kicked off?
That sounds like a good number.
Very good. Aleisha, great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We would love for you to sign our Rise Up flag behind you before you go during the commercial break.
Okay.
Along with the rest of your colleagues here at BYU, if that's okay.
Thanks, yes.
All right. Good stuff from Aleisha Rose. Not Aleisha Kramer Rose, just Aleisha Rose.
Aleisha Rose now.